Hello gorgeous people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely fantastic this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. So today's video, I thought I'd do a more laid back, get ready with me video and just talk about life. I know you guys love and appreciate these kind of videos because we just, we chill and we vibe and we kind of get to know each other a little bit more better and share life experiences. And I definitely have a special spot in my heart for these type of videos because I love hearing your stories also. And if my story can inspire or uplift anyone, then, I'm doing my job right. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Karina Waldron, and also turn your post notifications on so you know every single time I upload a video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, leave your mark. I love chatting with you guys in the comment section, and let's just jump right into it. If I don't mention any of the products, they will be listed down below for you guys to click and check out. I am actually so excited for this video. I have been wanting to partner with this brand for a couple of years now. I'm so excited to say that this video is sponsored by BetterHelp in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. I have been wanting to partner with them because I just think that their services are incredible and I love that anyone and everyone has access to it. So May is a month to bring awareness to mental health, fight the stigma, and really get help to those who actually need it. And I think that a lot of the times people think that therapy is just for someone who is having a mental breakdown, but I feel like it's for everyone and anyone. It feels just so great to be able to sit down and talk to someone neutral about your feelings, about your thoughts. It really does make a huge difference. So with BetterHelp, they offer customized therapy sessions, whether it's with video, pictures, or live chat. You can really make it so you are absolutely comfortable with the person that you are speaking to, which is really, really cool. They are definitely a lot more affordable than a lot of offline therapy. They have over 20,000 therapists, so you can really navigate and find that person that you feel most comfortable with and that you can really relate to. And if you feel like you're not comfortable with the therapist that you got matched with, you can always request a new therapist at no extra cost. You can also apply for benefits during the sign-up session, and they accept HSA benefits. Once you do sign up, you will have a questionnaire that you will fill out to make sure you are getting matched with the correct therapist. Within 48 hours, they will have someone to talk to you. So I love that everything is super fast and easy, affordable, and really customized to your comfortability. So definitely check out BetterHelp. Whether you are really struggling with mental health and you need the help today, or you just feel like you need someone to vent or to just understand how you're thinking and how you're feeling, absolutely get the help that you need. You guys know that I talk about mental health and prioritizing your mental health, your happiness, your peace. All of that is so important so that you feel at your best, and in turn you're able to present yourself as the best version of you. After you are matched with your therapist, you can go ahead and schedule your video or phone call, and you can even exchange messages, and everything is completely confidential. If you know someone that is struggling with mental health, please go ahead and share this information with them. It's so important for us to really take care of our loved ones, and I will leave a link down below and you can get 10% off your first month, which is really, really cool. So definitely take advantage of that, guys. Prioritize your mental health. It makes a world of a difference. So let's get started on this face. You guys already know that I'm probably gonna do a really soft, everyday kind of look. I'm using the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip Primer, and I get the hype. I really do get the hype. This is a really great primer. e.l.f. has one that is slightly a dupe. I feel like they work really well, but this definitely will make your makeup last all day long. So I just apply that all over my face. Can't believe we're almost like it feels like we're gonna end the year really soon. Everything just keeps going so fast, I feel like, but honestly, I have been doing really, really great, and I hope y'all are too. I'm just using my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade 10. I only do about a pump and a half of that because I've been doing pretty light coverage for the most part. But anyways, honestly, this year, I am just so grateful for the place that I am at right now, mentally, emotionally. I feel like I finally reached that moment in my life where I have accepted myself 100%. I prioritize my happiness by taking care of my mental health and my emotional health, and making sure that I'm also, you know, I'm not putting myself on the back burner, which is a lot of the times what I did for many, many years. And I feel like as women, we tend to do that a lot, especially after we have kids, we get married. There's so much responsibility, so much going on that we kind of feel like we shouldn't put ourselves first. It almost feels selfish. And it wasn't until I really started going in this self-discovery journey and started reading a lot of self-help books. I started doing therapy myself also, which is honestly the best decision I ever made. Being able to sit down and talk to someone that is not heavily involved in your life. You know, they don't have these expectations or these opinions about your life and decisions that you've made in the past. It's someone completely neutral and someone professional that knows what they're talking about. They know more about how the mind works, emotions, and all of that stuff. It really does make a difference because they're able to give you a different perspective and allow you to come out of your bubble and what you're used to thinking and doing, and understanding why you even do the things that you do. So for me, starting therapy, doing journaling and doing meditation and having those moments to myself, like my self-care moments, really did transform the way that, not like only the way that I viewed life and others, but the way that I viewed myself. Because a lot of the times I feel like we are so hard on ourselves and we're so critical of ourselves that we just don't on a daily basis show ourselves love and appreciation, and really look at the overall picture and see everything that you've been through, everything that you've come out of, and how incredible and resilient we are as human beings, right? So therapy really allowed me to kind of fully understand my emotions and my habits and all of my thought process, because a lot of the time, many things that I thought and felt was just based on how I was brought up, and also how relationships worked out for me. They really did impact my self-esteem, my mental health, and so I just feel incredible that I had the chance to, you know, sit down with someone that could allow me to visually see that a lot better and open up my mind to think differently and in a more positive light, and really develop good habits that get me out of that negative mind frame. This foundation is just absolutely stunning. I've been so obsessed with it. It's so natural and like glowy. I love it. So for concealer, I'm going in with Kosas. I have the shade 6.2N. It's so hydrating. It feels really cooling when you apply it. I think the shade is perfect. I'm gonna let this slightly dry down and apply some bronzer. I'm using my Chanel Le Beige. This is the Water Fresh Tint. As I was saying, I honestly really wish that I thought about therapy many, many years ago. I remember a couple of years ago, I went through a really kind of traumatic experience. It was just like so much happening in my life at the same time. And at the time I had my kids who were so small, And I'm the type of person, well, back then, I was definitely the type of person to hold everything in and try to just like fight it out. Fight it out. I had that, I want to say, that strong Black woman mentality. Really, I really did. I saw my mom do it as a kid, you know, get everything together, do everything by herself, work 2 jobs, raise her kids and all of that stuff. And so I kind of had that ingrained in me too, where I took pride in being the strong Black woman, and I never sought help, which was so bad, you know what I mean? Especially if you do need the help. I never sought help, and I felt like I can just do this by myself. And even when people offered help, it's almost like I felt guilty to saying yes, that I would always say no. And you know, I convinced myself that I just had to do what I had to do, okay? Because that was life. This was the time in my life where I just had to step it up and be extra, extra strong. And in doing so, it actually just did not help me. It did the opposite. I went into a really severe depression, and it was just so bad because I hid that from anyone that would ask me questions. You know, when I had to leave the house, literally had to, not because I wanted to, I would just pretend like I was completely fine. I had everything together. The kids are dressed well. I am dressed well, and we are good to go. When inside, I was just battling such a horrible depression to the point that, you know, I didn't even want to shower. Like, I remember not showering for 7 days because I was just so distraught and mentally exhausted. I didn't talk to anyone. So all of that was just building up, and it was just getting heavier and heavier and heavier on me. Like, I literally felt like I had the world on my shoulders, but I didn't want to tell anyone, not even my mom, my sisters, who are literally some of my closest people. Like, my mom is literally my best friend. I didn't want to tell her because I didn't want to disappoint her. I didn't want to stress anyone out. And I felt like I had to hold everything in and just suck it up. And I had that mentality for years. I feel like it wasn't until 3 years ago that I really started changing that, which is when I started therapy, which is when I started going in this self-discovery journal, reading books that uplifted me and allowed me to kind of understand my thought process and these emotional responses that I had. And that was when I was able to let go of that strong woman mentality and be okay with asking for help, with accepting help, and with prioritizing my mental health, my well-being, and my happiness, which is something that we all should do, man or woman. It really doesn't matter which gender. We all need to do that because life becomes much more fulfilling when we're able to see that we don't have to be these superheroes. We don't have to have it all together. It is okay to have a day that is off and you have the help there to fully understand that there are different ways to pick yourself back up, but that it is okay to have those days that are emotional, that are a little bit hard, that you feel, you know, things are getting overwhelming and you need to step back and take a break. Especially, I always say, as a woman and as a mom, because that's who I am. And so I totally understand how a lot of you guys feel, especially new moms, you know what I mean? You feel like you just have to know everything when that is honestly not the case, and it can just get so overwhelming and really, really build up. So before I set that, I'm taking my Rare Beauty liquid blush in the color Encourage. I love that for the theme of this video. And I'm just going to do a little dot here and a little dot here. This blush is it's so insanely pigmented. You have to be very careful or it just becomes crazy. And I've been applying my blush further out here and then kind of dragging it to the cheeks. And I feel like it gives a little bit of a lift. I am putting it also slightly closer to my under eye. You know, TikTok has been showing us that, and I like the look. I really do like the look. I feel like it gives a little bit of a lift. That's so pretty. I'm a blush kind of girl, so I definitely love to see my blush. Kind of just go over other areas and kind of make it all blend. Does that make sense? Like, I don't like when it's just focused here. I kind of just make it all blend. Just applying a little bit of a pressed powder on my face, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, and I like it because it's super light and it doesn't give me an overly matte look. So on the eyes, I'm just going to take a little bit of this liquid or cream blush. It's from Charlotte Tilbury again. This is in Oyster Pearl, and I'm taking it on a fluffy brush because I don't want it super pigmented. And I'm just going to run that on the eyelids just to add a little bit of contrast and a little bit of color, just like that. It's a really pretty kind of brownie tone shade. Super beautiful. So going back to what I was talking about, so I think what really helped me seek the help that I needed in terms of therapy, and even just like really like doing some soul searching and understanding how I was living wasn't going to benefit me at all, was just seeing my day-to-day life, seeing how I was almost living a double lifestyle, where in front of people I was this amazing, positive person that loved to uplift others. But when it came to me, I wasn't showing that same love, that same friendship to myself. And I just felt like I was going down a rabbit hole of like sadness and disappointment. I didn't like the way that my day-to-day life was, and especially having children, they look up to you, they see everything you do, and they really mimic you. And just after I had my daughter, like my third child, is when I kind of snapped and like realized that things were just not working out the way I was living my life and the way that I was thinking. And it was more not even about other people. It was really just about myself and how I perceived myself, you know, what kind of light I put myself in and where I saw my life going. And it was almost like I was letting life just take me by. I really didn't have a bunch of goals. And if I did, I didn't have intentions of following through. And, I just knew that for me, I really needed to change that. I really needed to find the help that would allow me to kind of come out of that mental state and see myself in a more positive light, and see that I'm also worthy of all of the love and all of the appreciation and all of the goodness and amazingness that I was showing other people. I had to show it to myself. And I remember the first time that I did go to therapy, it was really hard. It was really challenging. It felt kind of uncomfortable at first because you're always so scared to be judged. You know what I mean? Even if that person is completely neutral, you're always so scared to be judged. And I really wish that back then I knew about BetterHelp, because it would have made it a little bit more easy and way more comfortable, me being in the comfort of my home, doing like a call or just texting. It wouldn't be so in your face type of thing. I think I would have been a lot more comfortable. But back then I did do the, you know, face-to-face kind of therapy. And so it was a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but over time, you kind of start to let your guard down and you start to kind of understand why you're doing this. And the more that you're able to talk, the more that you're able to listen, you start to kind of change your perspective. And that's what happened to me. It really was, you know, a gradual effect. And I just started to form better habits. I started to journal a lot more. You guys know I talk about journaling all of the time, and therapy and in journaling, it really went hand in hand for me. And journaling just allowed me to kind of like put my thoughts on pen and paper and read them over and kind of start to fully understand how I was talking to myself, how I was perceiving myself, how I was looking at my future and all of that stuff. And anything that I saw that was negative, I would try to kind of implement some positive thoughts into that to kind of replace the negativity. And that is what really kind of helped me shift my mindset. And this is work. It's something that I do every day. That's what I want you guys to understand. This whole self-discovery journey, digging deep, and mental health, emotional health, it's something that I do on a daily basis. It's not a one shot and you're good to go. Not at all. It's something that I look forward to doing in the morning. Like, I love my words of affirmation. I love writing it in my journal. Once a week, I like doing my therapy. And it really is like a lifestyle. That's what I want to say. It's a lifestyle. And to me, it's just a way more better lifestyle than what I had before, because now I'm able to fully accept, love, and appreciate the person that I am. I am able to form little tactics or habits that take me out of a negative space much quicker, because I have those tools out under my belt now. And so life is just so much more, what's the word I'm looking for? Peaceful. It's just a lot more peaceful. It's a lot more happiness and laughter. Like, I always try to look for the good, and I always try to look for the joy in life, no matter the situation. And I appreciate my past experiences and anything that I went through in the past, because it really just kind of helped shape the woman that I am today. And I'm so glad that in this day and age, there's so much information out there on the internet through your favorite influencer. There's so much information, and there's so many different ways that people can get help to really get their mental health in check. And your mental health and your emotional health go hand in hand. And so I'm so glad that there are services like BetterHelp that have therapy so accessible to everyone. And you can really, you know, start to shift your life into a more enjoyable daily routine. You know what I mean? Everyone needs help from time to time. Seriously, we all do. And it is okay to accept that help. It is okay to go looking for that help. And, you know, life just becomes a little bit more easier. It just becomes a lot more easier. And you're able to focus on all of the goodness and all of your blessings that you have received. And, you know, your mindset really shifts, and you're able to expect good. You know, instead of worrying and expecting the worst, you're expecting the best out of life. You're expecting the best outcome in every situation when you pour into yourself in a more positive way. I'm just going to go ahead and set these brows in place. You guys know that I got microblading done, and so I really don't do much to my eyebrows. I just put a little bit of brow gel, set them in place, and I am good to go. And then for lips, I'm doing my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. This is a newer color that I picked up recently. It is called, what shade is this? This is in the shade Hot Gossip. It's more of a pinky tone, actually. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of a gloss. This is from NARS. It is in the shade Unbroken, and it's such a pretty gloss. It just adds so much lusciousness to the lips. Like, look at that. The shine is insane. And I'm going to go ahead and finish everything off with the Charlotte Tilbury Mist. And I always like to take my powder brush and just kind of go over my T-zone area to take off the excess shine, just like so. So that is it for this makeup look. As you guys can see, I love a dewy, shiny look. It just brightens up my day, and something not too extravagant, but I do got a little bit of a darker eye today. I really hope that you guys appreciate this video, and I am just so happy that I had the opportunity to partner with BetterHelp and that you guys take advantage of their services. Again, everything will be linked down below, so be sure to click that link. There is 10% off and get the help that you need. And please check up on your friends and family. Honestly, there are a lot of people walking around pretending like everything is fine when they are falling apart inside. I was one of those people. I walked around like that for months and months and months, and everyone thought that I was the most amazing mom that had everything together, when inside I was completely broken. Check up on your friends and family. Check up and see how their mental health is doing, their emotional health. Do they need to talk to someone completely neutral? You know, slide a little link to them, slide a little phone number to them casually, and just let them know that, hey, if you need to talk to someone, check this out. Just check this out. Do it casually. Some people are just so scared to receive the help, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if there are any of you guys that need that little help, I hope this just inspired you to go ahead and get it, and let you know that you are amazing whether you do therapy or not. That therapy doesn't define you completely. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you, and if you do need help in any area of your life, that is okay. You're still an amazing person. You can still be amazing and not hold up this shield. You can really let your guard down if the help is there for you. So take advantage of that. Check out the link. Thank you so much to BetterHelp for partnering with me on this video. So excited to have connected with the brand, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I can't wait to chat with you guys in the comments section, and I will see you all on the next video. Ciao!